remodel our house and give us this huge mansion.
It was an expensive house. Our first electric bill was like $2,200, which was way more than our mortgage, and I about died.
Oh my gosh!
We've had people steal from us. People believe we have hidden money somewhere.
There was a time that we were locking the doors, and as I go up to one of the doors, there's a man standing there with a hammer.
I know I noticed too much stuff, right?
Time that we were locking the doors.
Couldn't they just, like, I don't know, key this camera guy out or something? Like,
Come on! What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
what it do, nephew? It's your own. Whoa! And I'm coming at you with some that you know this house is due. Now, this video right here is a very interesting video. Growing up, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys in the early to mid 2000s have seen Extreme Makeover Home Edition. And this video is coming from Vice TV, ruining people's lives by giving them a house. Now, I'm not going to waste no time. Make sure you leave a like, unlimited amount. Make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm. Man, Uncle Lou, make sure you share the video with somebody next to you. Then hit that subscription with that notification muscle. Because we on the way to 10K in 2025. And you know this month, we going to get that 6.5. Now, without further ado, nephew, niecey, it's your Uncle Lou. Believe me.
Bus.
Bus driver, move that bus!
There was this huge house in front of us, and I'm just like, wow. Like, I think you could maybe see that on my face. I was like,
Seeing the house was unbelievable. In every majestic way you can see a house. I will never, ever, ever, till the day I die, ever forget that feeling.
The shock and awe continues when they go inside.
Oh my God, baby, look. Oh my God, look at this.
I've never seen a TV that big. Just things you...
Yo, no cap. This is kind of funny in retrospect.
Man, look at this.
Like, my monitor is low-key bigger than that. And that's just to show you guys the time. Like, the thing is...
I've never seen a TV that
that's
big.
crazy.
Just things you see on Celebrity's House, on
20 years
MTV
ago?
Cribs.
Don't take anything, man.
I would say the house, like, more than 4 times the size it was. Yeah, it was huge.
It was overwhelming. It's like, oh my gosh. It was, I guess you could say, surreal.
Now, nobody's seen it until now. You're going to be the first. Check out your new bedroom.
I felt like a princess in a huge mansion. I remember going through it. It was so big that it was like shocking.
It was a mansion. It was huge. It was really huge. I had never seen a home like that size. I don't think ever in person.
On behalf of Taylor Woodrow, we're pleased to let you know that we're going to be taking care of the mortgage as well.
Do you guys not understand how much I say the catchphrase, move that bus, on a regular basis? I say that on a regular day-to-day basis because of this piece of media right here.
Every time I walked away,
that moment
I
where they're
felt
sitting in front of it.
confident that these families really were in a better place, that they were truly appreciative, and it was just, you know, nothing but, you know, like we had done the right thing.
With 6 bedrooms, a state-of-the-art kitchen, and a movie theater, it's almost triple the size of their old home. And it all makes for great TV.
Our contractor ended up building basically the biggest house we've ever seen.
But while the house may have changed dramatically in 7 days, the family's dire circumstances remain the same.
We didn't ask that they completely remodel our house and give us this huge mansion.
It was an expensive house. Our first electric bill was like $2,200, which was way
electric?
Way more than our mortgage ever was. And I about died.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine that? Like, put it into perspective. The people that are going on this show usually are on this show because they're experiencing hardship in their life. They're struggling already. They're finding a way to make ends meet. And you're telling me their electric bill? And this is the early 2000s. You're talking about $2,200. That's rent nowadays for like a 2-2 in Florida.
I was doing everything on my end to try to get out from underneath these horrendous bills.
My mom was emotionally distressed about all of that, you know, the bills and like how we were gonna make it month to month.
That's impossible.
We had to shut down half of our house because, you know, if the electric bill is too high, what do?
I can imagine their electric bill would probably triple, especially if these families were given pools or jacuzzis or specialty items, you know, that maybe they weren't expecting that.
The light bulb for the movie theater was $900 alone. How is that even possible?
And we got you guys computers for everyone in the house.
Bills aren't the only problem. The very expensive contents of their home have also been televised nationwide, and it makes them a target.
There was times when our power was cut off and people tried to raid the house. I don't know if they thought we had money. I don't know if they just wanted everything in the house because they saw what was inside of it.
People think we are rich. We've had people steal from us. People believe we have hidden money somewhere.
There was a time that we were locking the doors, and as I go up to one of the doors, there's a man standing there with a hammer.
I know I noticed too much stuff, right?
Time that we were locking the doors.
Couldn't they just, like, I don't know, key this camera guy out or something? Like, it's kind of taken away from the dramatic effect of what I'm watching right now. Can we do something about this guy?
And as I go up to one of the doors, there's a man standing there with a hammer. And I just start screaming, like, this isn't real life. Is this serious? I cannot tell you how many times the police were called for break-ins and people trying to get in. It was traumatic for me.
I was trying to sell anything to just pay the electric bill. So I ended up getting a loan. We had a limit of $200,000 and we upped it to more. It was getting more stressful.
Despite getting their house and everything inside it for free, the Oakvasts take out over $400,000 in loans just to keep it running.
Wow.
But they're in too deep.
Of course I wanted to keep the house. I wanted to try every effort to do that.
Eventually, the house sells for $540,000. Minus the multiple loans taken out, there's not much left to start over.
Wow.
I think I walked out with $8,000 of that house. I had to just basically say, that was a nice life. We took an offer and I just let it go.
It was sad. I was sad. I was sad because I saw the toll that was taken on my mom and my family.
Heartbreak for a Michigan family.
They aren't alone.
A Texas family which received an extreme makeover after Hurricane Ike, now forced to sell the home at a big discount because they couldn't pay the taxes.
It seemed on the surface like this wonderful altruistic experience being generously offered by ABC.
Her dream home has become...
That's the problem. ABC wanted to give it to you. It wasn't like you got this from some... I don't know, like, does Habitat for Humanity, I don't really know the inner workings of that whole program, like how they give homes and whatnot, or like, what are some, anyways, like people that just shell out homes for people, that give people places to stay. You're talking about a broadcasting network who wants ratings. They're probably, they're fighting for the top spot each night. And you're telling me they're going to just give you a house and there's going to be no catch?
I'm a nightmare.
We've been evicted.
ABC's viewers, of
I ain't
course,
gonna lie
never
though.
got
As a young kid, I was fooled.
to see any follow-ups about the homes that were foreclosed upon after Extreme Makeover left.
The Vardens feel very fortunate. They know that they are not the only ones out there in a situation like this.
Many of these homes had such exorbitant increased tax rates that the families couldn't pay them, and it added to their financial burden.
I just had a thought. I'm gonna let it play the rest of the way. I just had a thought because I can't let it go. But you know how when they say people are gentrifying in the area, that's kind of what this network is low key doing. They're gentrifying it, but they're making it look good. Sorry if I'm using poor words, but like they're gentrifying it with the show. They're masking it with the show, knowing these people can't afford it, thus attracting more eyes to that particular house in that location. But you're also, I guess, raising the cost of the area. I don't know. That's just my thought process.
Burden.
The house has been up for sale for almost a year without any luck.
I mean, the biggest thing was having to tell my kids that I lost their house.
The Extreme Makeover home sits on the market. A strange twist to what was supposed to be a dream come true.
Sometimes there are things that happen to people in life as a one-off event, and then sometimes there are things that continue to happen, problems that continue to arise. And, you know, we can't fix that kind of thing. You know, at some point the show must go on.
The show does go on, making $500 million in ad revenue over the first 2 seasons alone. For ABC, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
They are getting rich off of your story. If you will actually have your life and your family's financial position negatively impacted over the long term because of the 1 week they spent with you, from a corporate ethics point of view, it is their responsibility.
I don't think they understand the repercussions of what they were doing. And I think they should take responsibility for that.
We suffered great financial strain. We suffered great issues because of this. And it's not just 7 days of a building of a house. Those 7 days have impacted our life for the rest of our life.
Bro, if you could have your dream home in 7 days, would you take that offer? That's the question I want to leave you guys with. Like, for something like that, you pretty much getting a hand that coming out of nowhere to save you from your current situation. And knowing, like, for instance, my father growing up, like he would be asking so many questions. Like, I feel like they would just be like, you know, we'll go to somebody else. Cause like you had to have foreseen this. Like when I was younger, like the narrator did say, it makes great TV. Like it looks fantastic. The reactions, you know, seeing the community come together, even the stories that they try to, you know, fake. But all the while, they got to deal with the back blow of all that stuff. But, you know, nephew, niecey, I appreciate you. All of you guys, I appreciate every single one. I mean it. We just hit 6,300. And we less than 200 away from 6,500. And we're going to hit it this month. And I already know that because I love you this much. Now, nephew, niecey, I'll catch you in the next one.